you people should understand it. You should understand it.
Nigeria is a very dangerous one. Cut it out and Africa will be free. Let it not be said that the disintegration of Nigeria will somehow bring an end to Africa's cohesion and unity. It is a lie. It's a lie. It will strengthen it. It's like a cancer growing somewhere on the body of Africa. Once you get that, believe you me, Africa will spring to life.
Great Biafrans, lovers of freedom all over the world. The great Oduduwa people, I greet you all our middle belt brothers, sisters. I greet you all. I am Ekpan Asokwo, the good people, the indigenous people of Nigeria. I greet you all. I don't want to waste your time. I want to rush into why I am here today. Look at this image I posted up here. This gentleman and pretty damsel, lady, Miss Aisha, my professor, Dele Farotimi, even though he's not yet a prof, but he's bigger than a prof. He's a doctor, so I think he's a writer now. Okay, I don't want to distract this conversation because I want to see if I will summarize everything within 25 to 30 minutes. There is something about these two people you are seeing here. They are very unique people. They are not Igbos. They are not Calabar, so they are not Biafrans. So, Ekpan Asokwo, from my name, you know where I hail from. And I believe much more on the Igbo race, also where I am originally from. Alright, look at these people, very sincere people. They have always advocated for a better Nigeria, and they have been very fervent doing that. Yes. Now the videos, I just want to be showing you a lot of things here. Then this is another creator. Same Aisha and her principal, Peter Obi. Very good people. The only difference is that one here is very, very strong. She is not afraid of anything. She says things the way things are. The other one is a more educated person, an Igbo brother, a Biafran, but is so afraid of owning up to his identity because he is supposed to be more enlightened than the other. The other one is very enlightened too, but very enlightened, much more enlightened than the other, giving exposure. His exposure is quite more. So now he is in a better position to know that these things he has been pursuing will never work because he knows the truth. After his election, when he failed, he came to started saying different things. Why this particular world powers played a role and contributed to him not being declared and all of that. Before the election, he told everybody that so person is sponsoring this one, all this are sponsoring, and this they will go to court and they trust the court. After his court, he came out to say that the court, Nigerian judiciary is cash and carry. Let us keep skipping these things. That is inconsistency. Now, that is why this other fellow you are seeing here, Kenneth Okonkwo, now said he is pulling out from his principal, the same Peter Obi. Why? Because he doesn't see him to have that expected willpower to even pursue the things he's telling everybody he can pursue. So when you cannot even grasp the opportunity, how then do you even effect the changes you are talking about? We are going somewhere. Follow us. Then this man, and amongst all these people, I love this particular man more. I love Aisha so much. I love Dele Farotimi even much more. He is a man of principles. He stands all the while from the day one, all the interview. He told them, I am not a Labour Party person. Till today, he said, but he saw something that is different from Peter Obi amongst the contemporaries who are contesting this particular time. So he is a better person, that Nigerian people see a better person in him more than the other ones in the race with him. So at least he can navigate. So that is why I am bringing. We are going somewhere, please don't cut. Now we are here. There is one thing these persons you know have always advocated for all along. Now look at this. Let us look at this. Okay, thank you, my brothers. Thank you, my followers, my viewers, my fans. Thank you all. I have my reason for leaving this too. Aisha Yusuf and my very erudite scholar, Dele Farotimi. I love you so much, sir. I love you so much. I love you. You are a great man, no matter what. Now, the message here now is, you people, all of you, including Chief Dele Farotimi, the man I love so very much, all of you advocated for you've always been an advocate of revolution, change. As a scholar, there is only one thing you're always forgetting. You people held a protest. After the protest, you came forth and you gave a breakdown, you know, of what happened and what is the effect. Of course, you yourself, even upon your appraisal, you said yourself there is nothing much, even from the president's address. There is nothing reasonable to take home from his address, as he was unable to even touch any of the demands. Now, you just watched a video of less than 1 minute. A flock of chicken were pursuing after a young boy who is holding on to their feed. A flock of chicken, a very cluster of chicken, Omokoko, were going after a young boy who was holding onto their feed for a long time. And they had to pursue this very young boy. All of them. Because the young boy cannot, no matter how powerful he is, cannot be able to buy all of them at the same time. It is not possible. It is not possible. Scientifically, naturally, it is not obtainable anyway. No matter the spiritual, physical, kinetic energy joined together, there is no how you can crush it. Now, Nigeria in a day like this, where some people feel that with this revolutionary sort of protest, that Nigeria is going to bow, that is the government in place is going to bow to pressure of the youth who decided to take to the street. Does that not serve any message to you? These people you see as your political leaders, of course, you yourself, Chief Dele Farotimi, my erudite scholar, whom I respect so very much, Aisha Yusu, I respect so very much, unique people. But I want to beg you today to stop entertaining the fear you do entertain. You have lived in fear for a long time. Aisha, you said it sometime in one of your programs. You don't want to lose the Igbos in Nigeria. And you have given your sincere effort all along to see if you will also advocate, especially now that you have found a man whom you think is reliable enough as an Igbo man, in the person of Peter Obi, your principal. Now you have thrown your weight so heavily behind him to see how this, your dream of the Igbos whom you believe that they are big administrators, they are people that capture something and transforms nothing into something less. They meet nothingness and transforms it into something less. But all your effort and that of your colleagues across tribes of Nigeria, you saw how it was all brought to nothingness. That's why I'm asking you today, why not us face the reality? Like Dele Farotimi know, if you have given an Igbo man of such reputation, opportunity, that he will do different from what others have done in time past. But the full animal said it is over their dead body for such a thing to happen. Because it is a conscious attempt to leave Nigeria the way it is, as it benefits the foreign paymasters. The people who bought, of course, you go and browse through, there are people who bought Nigeria 800 and something thousand pounds. It is there, check it. Which country bought Nigeria in the 18th? And they're still holding on to that. That is why you cannot, because this is an enterprise for them. So the least they can do, they might not do like France to have a physical presence. Rather, they use the African comprador bourgeoisie. They use the underdog, the indigenous people who accepted that office of stooges. They use them, unlike the France want to have a direct manipulation. So, no, these people want to bite you like the rat and blow breeze so that you don't know you are bitten. It is until reality rubs off on you that you keep facing your adverse poverty. That is why I am telling you that there is no human being, just like your principal said. He said that Nigeria is like a vehicle whose engine is knocked. That the engine of Nigerian vehicle has knocked. That no amount of driver, even if you bring an angel to come and navigate or drive the vehicle of Nigeria, that it cannot move. That is your principal, Peter. I am quoting him at the literature. Refer back, he said. It is in all the pages of Nigerian newspapers, Dele, not social media. So now, Aisha Yusuf, Aisha, my very lovable Aisha, my erudite scholar like no other almost, except our Supreme Leader Marvin Nnamdi Kanu, whose brain is equal to that of 1,000 men, 1,000 learned men. Okay, right. Now, Chief Dele Farotimi, you have always been on right track, but I want you to be more right this time. Why not we stand for the only thing that will save our people from abject poverty? You have always advocated and you have always said that poverty has been weaponized. So when did poverty stop being weaponized? In your protest, it was the same poverty that the government of Nigeria used to permeate the protesters. That a lot of protesters now have to protest against the protest. Can you see that? It is after they had collected their money towards the end of this protest that some of them now came up on national TV and they were interviewed. That, in fact, yes, they collected something And the truth is that even if the government can reduce only Gary, you watched it like I do. It is there online, so you can access it again if you have forgotten. Now, the issue is that can't you see at this point that that particular trend that you acknowledged, recognized, that particular factor will always surface? That is weaponization of poverty. That there is nothing. It is a very laughable thing that scholars will allow the people who are not scholarly enough to have more brain to think out strategy to outsmart them. Lunars, dollars in positions of authority are the ones who are outsmarting you. You don't know when they play on you. What happened in the north where people were hosting Russian flag? It was a signal, it was a message. The northern people from the Kano states are saying, simple, it's a very simple message. Say no, we are admiring what is happening in the sub-Saharan part of the Niger Republic. We are very in conformity, we are very happy, we are so pleased with the kind of breeze of development we are witnessing in Burkina Faso. Oh, we are so very pleased. You know that Northerners, the Hausa people, they are very much in Niger, in Mali. Now they say we are so happy with what Afakandi and the Russian relationship is giving to the people. That is the situation. That is why the message now was taken. And the worst part is that you are in a country, in a situation like this, it is always the military that comes to redeem, just like it is happening in Burkina Faso, just like it's happening in Niger Republic here, the next neighbor to you. When it is when Obajodoro like this, it is the military that comes to redeem the situation, to redeem the people. It is the military. It is unfortunate that your own chief of defense staff is the one coming to make unguided utterances. Very unthoughtful. It's your own chief Dele Farotimi, Aisha, please. What are you people thinking? What are you people thinking? In all your intelligence, in all your smartness, in all your knowing, you still don't know that there is nothing you can do to make Nigeria work? How come you don't? How come, Aisha? How come you don't know? How come? You don't know that China have confiscated, have seized the Nigerian, the money? Oh, so laughable, so annoying too. Look at your pensioners. Your pensioners are hungry here. Look at your pensioners. This is Nigerian people. Oh, okay, this is Nnamdi Kanu. Okay, before we go there, this is Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Dele Farotimi. You need to motivate every other people that follow you, all tribes that love you. Tell everybody to protest. This should have been the hardcore. Had they been you made this in the forefront of your protest, there are more forces that would have joined you to make your protest a very strong one. More forces would have joined you. I posted a video, I showed a video before, towards my starting of this particular program now. I showed you where the chicken was pursuing the man who was holding on to their feed, their belonging, and he never gave up. It pursued until it got this, until they couldn't run again. No matter the pressure, no matter the shooting, no matter anything, the chicken had to continue fighting, for pursuing. That was the same thing you saw in the neighboring state of India, in the neighboring state to India. That is, it's not Nepal. After Nepal, just, what do you call? In not Pakistan either. The next to them, Bangladesh. Next state to Bangladesh. These were all India before. But they had to part ways. See India today. when India stand the American president seat, nobody intimidates each other. Nobody. Nobody. Who born China that China will go to seize India? Of course, India is not stupid. Go and seize Indians' national asset. Then how come about that national asset? Please, free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is what everybody should be talking about. Free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and let Nigeria divide so that the indigenous people will be protected. The indigenous people will have their heads on their neck. They will at least have safety. Let us continue. Now, look at Nigerian workers, pensioners. They are protesting. Oh, I didn't get that. Look at these are Nigerian. Look at it. No matter what, these are all pensioners. They are supposed to be paid. Nigerian workers are not paid. Now, these are the ones that fought for Nigeria, the gallant men that fought for Nigeria during the Nigerian Biafran War. Then the current pensioners are owed too. Workers are owed. But what did your president do? Your president had to go and take money. Had to take money from the national coffers. Just the same thing that Tinubu Buhari did. They want to gather to buy different Tucano war jets. And Donald Trump seized it towards 2016. 2017. Donald Trump seized it. It was this one-legged man that released them. The sleeping Joe. Now, the issue is why Nigerian government owe workers? Why the minimum wage has increased is 70,000 naira, that is not up to even $40. Why the increased minimum wage is not up to even $40? Or should I say not up to $50? The government of Nigeria proceeded, the presidency of Nigeria proceeded to do something like this. This is what your presidency did. This is what your presidency did. And this is the thing that P2B is here condemning. 20.5 billion naira allocated for not to build a new house, my brothers, my sisters, make una get them. Not to build a new house for the man that has always been fingered for having a terror involvement or sponsorship, who they call the vice. This Shetima, whom YouTube, Google, Facebook, this is not disinformation, please. You check the facts. This man they call the vice president have been fingered severally of having involvement. In fact, American drone captured him certain time some few years ago, where the Boko Haram terrorists were in him. They were dining in his own comfort zone. They were eating together, either in the forest or there. But the picture is there in the public domain. That is the same man that is the vice president. And today somebody is asking, oh, why the terror in the land? Why the terror? You are asking why the terror as if you don't know why the terror. You are having the government house occupied by the person that has already been fingered of involvement, of sponsorship. And you're asking why the terror. This person was doing that before he came into power. Now he is in power. Come on, let us reason like human beings, not animals. Now this is what is still happening. This is what is still happening. 2024 budget, 25 billion. Now, this other newspaper said it is 16 billion. For innovation, not for building a new house. For innovation, my brothers, my sisters, for innovation. Where a university professor cannot build a house of 20 million naira. A university professor, and let alone a professor who has sacrificed so much to gaining knowledge, to educate, to pass on to generations unborn. to pass knowledge, to keep passing knowledge. And these persons, no one among them in 2 months make up to 1 million naira. In 2 months, a professor of Nigerian University cannot make 2 million naira. 2 million naira unless that professor becomes money for mark or mark for sex professor. If not, you cannot make 2 million naira, 1 million naira in a whole 1 month. That is to say, you cannot make 6 million naira in whole 1 year, in 1 complete year. And the Nigerian ministry, is it AFCON or what, in charge for remuneration, is saying that Nigerian senators collect only 1 million plus in a month. While a serving senator, that is a nation that is built on lies. How do you progress? How do you progress? Is it possible? Is it possible to make progress upon lives? Look at the budget. Look at the budget. 16 billion here, 15 billion here for renovation, not for building a new house. For senators to collect 20-something million naira every month, and this is not even a reasonable one to them. It's not part of the lobbying money. It's not part of the diversion from projects. The one they give them 200 million according to your constituency, some 400 million and all of that, which end up in their private pocket. It's not part of it. While a university professor cannot go home with up to 500,000 naira a month. This is the country you want us. How do then these professors go into research and development? How? Then how will a country that doesn't venture into research and development progress in this era? In this era? In this era? Chief Dele Farotimi, Aisha, I am calling on you. While it is important you start with calling for the freedom of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, it is also very important that you join the chorus for the division of the state of Nigeria, so that at least all of us will have safety, we will grow, we will develop. Look at this situation. That Ibikunle Bonsuna have accepted that, he said it was a mistake that he signed off the Ogun State oil well, not oil well, a factory that is what is giving the state money. He didn't know how when he signed it out to Chinese. So that is when a government, a state, where illiterates, where morons occupy positions of authority, then intelligent ones are not allowed anywhere close, because they are not dirty people. They are not dirty people that they can't amass. Do they even have the money to buy the ticket from the party? Do they? They don't. That is the same, the learned people. Now even some of the learned ones have to now go all dirty. They have to go all dirty because they admire. It is so enticing. The kind of, you just have access to any political office. Hold on to any political office, your issue of money, resources is solved forever. Look at this. 20.5 billion naira for renovation of Vice President's house. And a man of that kind of that quality, a man who is, involved in, imagine. So that's why maybe you say, we are looking for them. They are in your government house. The people that attack, the one that struck in Benue yesterday, the one that struck, protest was holding on in Jos the other day, Jos, Plateau State. Even imams, the church leaders, religious leaders of all caliber, and a lot of them all took to the street on black and black. Why? Because there is always Christmas package there. Every now and then, bandits, the terrorists, Nigerian government call them bandits, terrorists, will enter one village and wipe them. And this is the news that Nigerian people keep hearing every day. And you are still reluctant joining or stepping up for the call for the mission of Nigeria so that you will directly manage your affairs yourself. No external influence. No Fulani will come to dominate over you. You think you are doing the Igbo man when you refuse to talk down on his cause. You are not doing the Igbo man. Look at, this is what the taxpayers' money was used for. This is what that's 100. This was purchased for 100 and more assets, not just that new one that was seized though. You people should understand it. You should understand it. Ibikule Amonsun just willed the life of Ogun State. That is the same thing Muhammadu Buhari did. Look at it, because you people will think we have information. We have information. This is your president. This is what Buhari did. This is what Buhari did too. Are you seeing it? This is what Buhari did. You can see what Buhari did. Yes, loan agreement, house uncovers clauses conceding Nigeria's sovereignty to China. This is Nigerian official newspaper. This is Nigerian official newspaper. It's not dailies. We Biafrans, we are going. China already knows that they can't trap us. You when people they call themselves as a democratic state are treating you like this, what happens to China communist system? What China will do to you? Look at it. This is what your presidency has signed. That is what your APC government signed. That is what the Nigerian state is giving to you. They don't have any good thing other than give you this kind of things. That is what they are giving to you. Just like Amosun have done to Ogun State. And today, your national property is trapped. America has even given consent. I need to be showing you so that you people look at it. This flight you are seeing, it has been seized. And American government has also given consent. The American court. China can go ahead and seize more properties belonging to Nigeria state. So this is what will keep happening. Taxpayers' money. Why people work so hard? They will tell you to constrain yourself while they live large in your expense, having poverty or hardship allowances and all of that. They lied to you. Now, Nigerian senators came out to reveal the truth. It was first only Shehu Sani. Now another senator came up last week or this week. They are collecting up to 27 million naira every month to even 30 something now. Every month. While a professor that has sacrificed so much into research, in a whole 1 year, unless he is a corrupt teacher or lecturer. We are talking of professors here. We're not talking about teachers who start the real process of grooming the society. Those ones, a teacher can work throughout his career for the male teachers who are paid more. Will work throughout his career and will not be able to get 10 billion naira throughout his career. And one wretched lunatic who has access, lunatics, we are talking about lunatics. They will be eating hundreds of millions every passing month. Every passing month. That's why they go on. It is different from the source SUV cars. They are changing like rapper. And that's why they are able to buy their dear friends, destroy families. They target all those married young couple. They target their wives and spoil those young girls with money. And they leave their marriages. Because there is so much in their circulation. And because of the excess in their hands, that's why a lot of them are able to sponsor. The politicians, not the senators alone, able to sponsor terror in the society. That is the Nigerian state. Look at it. I need to show you a lot of things that is happening. You need to see. In case you have not. This is Amonsun. This is what Amonsun have done. Amonsun. Amonsun. From Gazette. So that you don't say it's from Facebook I picked. I mistakenly signed away a good multi-billion naira trade zone to dubious Chinese investors. Ibikunle Amonsun confesses. Shebi with a lie here. This is what Nigeria can give you. And he will go scot-free, nothing happens to him. He's not going held accountable, no? For what? He knows those that knows, and in fact, the court knows him. So that's the system. That is the system. Look at the advice coming from your vice president. We are telling you, you need to, okay, Nigeria beg or make una pray for Tinubu not to buy. Okay, somebody is calling for Tinubu not to buy because he's seen a demon, a monster. You know, Shegebanza. Look, 8,000 naira can change the life of a youth who knows what he is doing, says Kashim Shetima. Because of this particular Insta blog Niger post. That is why this Insta blog Niger and a lot of people responding to in the comment section were saying everybody should pray for Tinubu. Even me, I follow pray the prayer, even though we are living this year, so that those people that will, our brothers that will remain in one Nigeria, they will still live, have their heads on their neck. Because what they are seeing here, the other man is still giving you agbado, cassava, and you know there is something about Nigerian state. There is something about Nigeria. When Tinubu leaves office, it will not be up to 5 months you begin to miss him. Because the person coming, Nigeria is a place where successors, in fact, current government are succeeded by worse, and the worst one will be succeeded by more worse, and the more worse one will be succeeded by more worse, and the more worse, and this is the trend of things. It is really a disturbing situation. So Dele, Farotimi, and those other persons who are still hoping that Nigeria will one day be good, please, you need to come down from this vehicle because it's not moving. It's not. How can it move? When the person that wants to move the vehicle for you told you already that the engine of the vehicle is already knocked, P2B, I am quoting him so that you not say, You need to go and see for yourself. He will tell you to go and verify. So you can see, P2B will say, go and verify. P2B will say, go and verify. Are you seeing how they are locating official utility vehicles? Zebudaya will say, are you seeing what I saw? Are you seeing what I saw? This is allocated to an individual. You can see how many hundreds of millions an individual, because he was able to be a despot, was able to carry out their buying activity for his paymasters, and he had access into political office just like that. Now he used luxurious cars. It's all right. One Nigeria, that's what you want. You will get one Nigeria now. If you know what you ask for, you will get. You will get what you ask for. One Nigeria. I have things I wish to show you so that we can continue to navigate this discussion. Now, I told you about U.S. courts confirming and accepting. I will still tell you the kind of things you can see in Nigerian state. Look at it. U.S. court orders Chinese investors to proceed towards seizing Nigerian assets abroad. So that's not all of it. Your president had to pull $100 million. $100 million in a country where salaries are paid, where workers are paid and are owed. Salaries are unpaid. And the president had to go and pull that amount of money. This news you are seeing is 15th August 2024. Now, the U.S. court is supporting China, approving of China to continue seizing Nigerian assets anywhere they see it overseas. They will keep doing that because Amoso was drunk and he signed something. That was the way our Yaradu had signed with ASU. But his own now is because of ill health. But this one is on drunkenness account. He signed out the multi-billion facility that is yielding a lot to the state of Ogun. That is Ogun people now, because of the foolishness of one man. That is, by the way. And the same thing has been done by your president, APC president, Buhari. He signed off Nigeria to China very soon. That is why we Biafrans cannot sit back. When the going get tough, we will employ the tough. It's not, in fact, the tough is in charge. The tough is helping to get us going. So in case in your own part, like the Benue lady was calling in a video, you need a man like this, or you simply call us to come and be with you. Because you need to preserve your life first. Existence before essence. You understand? That is why you need to prefer this kind of freedom, like it is here stated, than a peaceful slavery. You need to prefer something like this. So thank you, my fans, my viewers, my followers, as we are progressing into another dimension of this discourse. Because God has blessed us with a man of this caliber, we are encouraging every other person to pray to God. Every other tribe or community in this contraption to pray to God to have a man who will come, or have men who will step up, a father and son like this. A father and son like this, who will be capable in this kind of affairs, because the terrorists don't understand preaching. If you go with your Holy Quran, with your Holy Bible, or any literature they don't hear, you are wasting your time because they don't hear. After all, they are not Arabic to even understand what is written in the Holy Quran, and they are not English, they are against English people to understand also what is written in English. So they don't know that they don't know, and they don't want to know. You can see why the situation is so terrible. So some of them who are doing cut and join like Shetima, who think they are orators, not knowing that most times they are buffoons. You look at them, see what they are doing. Your House of Assembly, your National Assembly is only trying to pass laws. They are not passing law to outlaw terrorists that they have all created. They are not passing their bills to outlaw terrorism. No, they are passing bills to prohibit freedom of speech and every action that will entail holding government to accountable. Aisha, if you refuse to yield to this my call, you will become a victim very soon. So begin to call for the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. That will be the smartest thing you will do now. I am giving you a free advice. Free. I'm not charging you. Free of charge. So now contract Dele Farotimi, our able scholar. Contract him to join you. Beg him. He is a obedience movement member. To tell him as an obedient member to help you to amplify the call for the release of our supreme leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. If you don't, failure to do this, look at what awaits you. Because it is only when you are able to do this that they will be afraid of coming for you. They have already concluded arrangement to come for you. I don't know why I didn't capture that, because I know I have that. Okay, I think this is it. This is it. This is it. Aisha Yusuf. I am presenting it. Look at it. Threats to arrest Aisha Yusuf. Obedient movement revolution loading. Your obedient, your principal, he will not come for you. You don't know? No. That is why Kenneth Okonkwo is running for his dear head on time. Kenneth Okonkwo is running for his dear head on time because he knows that P2B will not come for him when they will arrest him. He is even not, he cannot even protect himself because they are even planning to arrest him himself. So you are in a country where you cannot talk, where the military even cannot talk. So have you seen how bad it is? So the only savior you will have now is God himself in his infinite mercy, coming to your aid by you being ready to accept his aid. So you first of all need to be ready for him to help you, because your freedom is the ultimate. So if you are not calling for your freedom, he don't know how to help you, because you don't know how to start. You are still comfortable with your situation. So changing one government and changing one P2B. So what about P2B goes there and disappoints you? What happens then? What will you do then? So now that is why you just need to call. We have very strong people, very big scholars from all tribes of Nigeria. So now let the country call for release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as the first of your calls. Then, having called for his release now, you come up with a second call, which is, myself and my people, let us go. We want to go. As the Biafran people are going, let us also do what? Go. That way, the foreign paymasters who are cleaving onto your natural resources, who are playing and inciting enmity, who are destabilizing your society, arming terrorists, with the support of your indigenous, evil-hearted people you call politicians. Aisha Yusuf, it is a clear call. Before, the smartest thing you should do now is, if not that we are Biafrans, by now they would have come, they would have been, because a lot of them know I am living in Medugri. A lot of them know. And a lot of them know that I easily fly back to my Biafran land too. So when the going get tough there, I go back to where I can, be covered. A lot of us who are able to talk now because we are Biafrans, we don't believe in this. They know we don't believe in this. So they can't come for us knowing that we don't believe. If in your place, you disagree with the masquerade system, you don't associate with them. When they see you, when you are passing, your masquerade see you, they will know that you made your stance very clear. You take a little corner of the bush, you pass, they pass. They don't disturb you. So when they know your stand, make your stand very clear. That is why Kenneth Okonkwo is telling Peter Obi that he cannot continue with a man who doesn't have a clear definition of what he wants. Or rather, who is smiling with the people he should be very aggressive towards. Smiling with them, he will open his 32 for them. Anyway, even when he knows he is not happy inside him, he will open his 32 Buka cavity for them. So the public will easily say, this man, and you know that. We're not babies in this. So look at this situation now. If you continue to allow these people to have their way, you see the situation where this chicken that was intimidated, deprived of its belongings, this chicken, by politicians, by human beings here. This chicken Politicians versus masses in Nigeria. This is the caption. Politicians versus masses. Politicians versus masses. That is from Julausho Olaitan Ake. You can see the person that posted this. Julaika Ake. Now, this person is showing you something that the protest you did, that the government is now arresting a lot of people who were involved in that protest, like the NSAS protesters are still held there in the prisons. And the new ones are still going into prison also. Then, to what end, I want to ask you? How long will you want to continue protesting to a government that is so fierce and mean towards the citizens? A state that doesn't care about the welfare of the citizens, that when the citizens call up for the attention of the government goes after them with men who are heavily armed to the teeth. Armed to the teeth. They pursue their own citizens like terrorists, and see the terrorists then celebrate terrorists and they celebrate their advocates. That is why you see people like Gumi. Gumi is moving around with government entourage. And Gumi is always the advocate of the terrorists. And remember, before the 2015 election, Muhammadu Buhari was always speaking for the terrorists. And always, a lot of the northern governors are speaking for the terrorists. And what do you have these people do? Where different of their leaders have come together to agree on a single thing, that they must protect their own workers, the workers of iniquities, who are terrorists. They protect them at all times, at all costs. They defend them when they are doing unthinkable things anyone could ever think or imagine. Terror. They don't care. They don't give a damn. They don't give a damn. What they want to just see is that they are in charge of power. The power is in their hand. That's all that matters to them. And you want them to be protected. You want them to be protected. If you don't want them to be protected, how come the people like you saw in the chicken, it is you that should have been going after them like the Kenyans did some 1 month plus ago. Kenyan people took to the streets. They didn't go to announce. Immediately that policy that doesn't favor the masses was made. Everybody swung into action and they went after the political elites. That till today they were asking for William Rutos to resign. He needs to abdicate the office. The same way you saw them doing every now and then. That is why you see people in the Pakistan labels, Bangladesh. You saw what the Bangladesh people did. This is courageous people. This is very courageous people. The neighbor to India also. What is this their name? That's 2022 ending. 2022 ending on what? They carry their own. They had to sack their president. In fact, it's not just sack. Their president had to flee for his dear life. Nigerian people. You think you are doing Biafran people? No, we are going. I was reading a particular comment right now while I paused. I was reading a particular comment that popped up on my screen. Someone was responding to what I posted on social media. And the person is giving us updates. What we were talking about, that is even the worst of it is already happening. That is so. France has also permitted the Chinese government to keep on seizing the Nigerian assets. Now this is taxpayers' money. Why Tinubu pulled 100 million naira from $100 million, not naira? You people should understand, $100 million from Nigerian covers. He now pulled another 50 million to fortify the jet, the presidential jet. 100 million different, then 50 million to fortify. Nigerian people are hungry, protesting in the streets of Nigeria. Nigerian people are protesting in the streets. Nigerian people are protesting in the street. Look at what the people who are supposed to be your lawmakers are doing. Why? Probably there was a law that wasn't favoring a particular class of the political preference. This is it. You can see that. How fight to finish this is Nigerian Federal House of Assembly or Representative in Biafran. You see, different members. The spirit of Biafran is too powerful, working to save mankind. You can see. Is that not a national embarrassment? Is this not a national embarrassment? Can't you see? Why I was doing the I don't need to share this for too long. Now look at this is the situation. This is the situation. The people who are supposed to make good laws for you, now look at the kind of law they are making. Look at the kind of law they are making, because they don't have your interest at heart. You see? Now look at this. See what they do. House proposing 25-year jail term, 10 million fine for separatist agitation, intergroup conflict. You can see that? Very quick to do. That's what they are very quick to do. During the protest, you saw how you saw the swag. The police in thousands, the military in thousands, they were mobilizing, showing their gallantry. Oh, I say, what a gallant man. But when it comes to confront the terrorists who are not very well trained, they are afraid. The innocent masses in the streets will always be there. Oh my God, what is happening to us? Can't we reason? Reason and join the call for release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and join for the division of this criminal enclave, for crying out loud. What nonsense? What nonsense? Can't you ever wake up? Can't you ever wake up? Can't you ever wake up? You need to wake up. This call did not start with us. Even the North started the course. The North, it's not today they wanted to break out. They wanted to break up since it was Zeke and his co-naysayers that said no. It is well. Fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, the great indigenous people of Nigeria, I thank you all for giving all this. But there is one thing I want to beg of you. It's not one thing. There are a number of things I want to plead with you to help me do. Number one, please, make sure you like this video after listening to it or before listening to it. Also, share this video to other brothers and sisters. Share it to them. And also, or share it with them rather. Make sure you are clicking on the like button, subscribe to this channel. Very important. Then, importantly, the person that gave us this platform when we had a lot of our platform crashed by YouTube, the person is coming up with he surrendered this one now for us to use for our Biafran agitation. A Benue brother gave us this platform for us. So is that not a wonderful development? He gave up this particular outfit, this particular account. He wants me, this point in time, to help him with water supply. And this water supply is supplying his own new platform, where he is now going to do or publish on general issues, not really Biafran issues. His own platform, this particular platform, he was once using it for even 12.